Simpson's Vegas act comes on the same day as the release of the book, If I Did It.
Charlie Sheen, consistently making headlines for heavy substance use, wild partying, and brushes with the law, it's easy to see why Charlie Sheen is often considered Hollywood's original bad boy. But despite his troubles, Sheen managed to revive his career with a string of commercial hits, including a successful switch to television on Spin City and the massively successful 2.5 Men.
I wish you could have seen him in his prime. He was like Babe Ruth.
He played baseball?
No, he was a drunken whoremonger.
However, Charlie found himself in a second career downfall when he was fired from his hit show after a series of erratic rants.
You judged me, you condemned me, you discarded me. Well, not anymore. Winning!
And while he stayed out of trouble in recent years following the reveal that he's HIV positive, Charlie's stormy past remains quite the cautionary tale.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Mel Gibson. Once a beloved A-lister with films like Mad Max and Braveheart to his name, Mel Gibson's career came to a standstill in 2006 after he was arrested for a DUI and his anti-Semitic tirade against the arresting officers was leaked to the public.
Are those anti-Semitic words?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Sounds horrible. And I'm ashamed of that. That came out of my mouth. And I'm not that. That's not who I am, you know.
The backlash was swift, and he found himself ostracized from mainstream Hollywood. Just when the negativity surrounding Mel looked to be simmering down, he faced a second blow to his career. In 2010, shocking recordings of Gibson making vile and hate-filled threats against his then-girlfriend, Oksana Grigorieva, surfaced.
I'm just telling you the truth. I don't like it. I don't want that woman. I don't want you.
It was back to square one for the actor, and despite a gradual resurgence, his reputation has never fully recovered. Britney Spears. Pop princess Britney Spears has had a tumultuous career. She also had one of the most public meltdowns in history.
She literally grabbed the hair clipper and started doing it herself.
In an infamous pop culture moment in February 2007, Britney shaved her head and attacked a paparazzi's car. The incident, combined with other troubling and erratic behavior, led to Spears being placed under a controversial conservatorship controlled by her father.
The next several years promise to be very lucrative for the conservatorship estate. This conservatorship should be viewed more as a hybrid business model, which I think is probably the first time that's ever been said about a conservatorship.
Years later, the hashtag Free Britney movement successfully pushed for her release, with fans rejoicing at her newfound freedom. However, post-conservatorship, Britney's disturbing social media behavior has raised concerns once again. With bizarre claims, such as saying she is turning 5 years old, Spears is once more facing controversy head-on.
It's my birthday. I'm not turning 42. I'm turning 5 this year. I'm turning 5 years old, and I have to go to kindergarten tomorrow.
Chevy Chase. Without question, Chevy Chase is a comedy legend. This, despite a notorious reputation for being abrasive and difficult to work with.
The next time you have one of your outbursts, I'd appreciate it if you'd have some consideration for your kids.
Heck, accusations of unruly behind-the-scenes behavior has haunted his career since his early days on Saturday Night Live. Following a successful run of films in the 80s and 90s, his purported swollen ego made him something of a Hollywood pariah. That was until Chevy managed to make a surprising comeback with Community, a hit sitcom that introduced him to a new generation. Sadly, history repeated itself, as Chase's behind-the-scenes clashes led to his high-profile exit from the show and public feud with creator Dan Harmon.
As you may or may not have followed the saga, he did not want to be there. I mean, he said in every interview that he doesn't like the writing and he doesn't like the hours.
Vince McMahon. Former WWE chairman and CEO Vince McMahon is no stranger to controversy. There was the infamous steroid trial of the 90s, in which he was acquitted, and various accusations of misconduct, one such involving a female referee. Yet, Vince weathered the storms and continued building WWE into a global empire. Heck, he even incorporated his unlawful reputation into storylines.
This is one of the most brazen examples in a company setting that I've seen where an executive isn't really taking a lot of steps to hide the behavior.
However, his most recent scandal may prove too much to overcome.
In the lawsuit, Janelle Grant accuses McMahon of sharing sexually explicit photographs and videos of her with the wrestlers and recruiting men to have a threesome at the WWE headquarters even during working hours.
After being hit with serious allegations from former WWE employee Janelle Grant, McMahon stepped away from the company he built.
WWE founder Vince McMahon has stepped away from wrestling as the board of the company investigates a $3 million payment made to a former employee.
His once unshakable reputation in wrestling is now being tested more than ever, leaving quite the hill for Vince to climb. Kanye West. To say Kanye West's career has been a roller coaster of genius and self-destruction would be a wee bit of an understatement. And while the rapper faced plenty of early career backlash, including storming the stage during Taylor Swift's 2009 VMA win, he managed to continue with his craft, all the while persisting with his erratic behavior and contentious statements, too numerous to list here. Some say his true career implosion began in the 2020s, when he began making a series of hate-based comments, causing major brands to drop him.
We're all worried about Kanye, but at this point, we're all also angry and offended and hurt.
His reputation worsened as he faced further accusations of misconduct and abhorrent rhetoric.
Former Yeezy project manager claims Kanye's alleged anti-Semitic tirades and conspiracies were a daily occurrence.
Kanye's career might just be on its final leg. Roseanne Barr. Once America's sitcom queen, Roseanne's unpredictable and often brash behavior undoubtedly damaged her career.
Hey, how about losing the attitude, huh?
From mental health struggles to shocking photo shoots, Roseanne's controversies seemingly left her glory days long in the past. However, the comedian managed to get a second chance with the revival of her sitcom in 2018, only to lose it again.
Did you get the pain pills for my bad knee?
Wouldn't be the Candyman without the sunshine, babe.
Roseanne faced severe backlash due to her perceived racist comments about Obama advisor Valerie Jarrett on social media, leading to a public firing from ABC.
ABC pulled the plug on the show, saying Roseanne's Twitter statement is abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values, and we've decided to cancel her show.
But while Barr's reputation suffered with one segment of the audience, she swiftly found support from another and continues to push buttons to this day.
I try to be even more offensive.
R. Kelly. It's a wonder R. Kelly's music career thrived for as long as it did, seeing as how the singer faced deeply disturbing allegations.
I did you wrong, I admit I did.
In December 2000, the Chicago Sun-Times reported shocking allegations against R. Kelly involving a youth. 14 months later, a similar scandal emerged, resulting in serious criminal charges that damaged his reputation, to say the least.
When you say teenage, how old are we talking? Girls who are teenagers.
However, due to the alleged victim's refusal to testify, Kelly was ultimately acquitted. While he dodged that conviction, the #MeToo movement brought renewed attention. In 2021 and 2022, Kelly was convicted on several charges, leading to a multiple decades-long prison sentence.
The fact that it took 20 years, to convict him is problematic.
His career collapsed once again, and this time, it's likely the end of it.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Sean Diddy Combs.
More legal trouble for Sean Diddy Combs. 6 new lawsuits filed against him.
Sean Combs has become one of the most reviled figures in Hollywood, full stop. With a long history of controversies and high-profile feuds, Diddy's contentious track record has often hinted at a shady side. And while he has faced accusations of involvement in Tupac's death, it was his part in a 1999 nightclub shooting alongside then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez that initially tarnished his reputation. The incident resulted in years of legal battles and public scrutiny. Despite recovering and achieving much success, by 2024, the onslaught of unlawful allegations levied against him, many involving use, completely sunk his career.
The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways.
This stunning second downfall has left his reputation in ruins. O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson always needed validation from those around him, and he found it in football.
O.J. Simpson went from megastar to the most infamous man in America.
Are you capable of killing somebody? I would say no.
After being accused of the 1994 murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman, O.J. Simpson became the center of the trial of the century. While he was acquitted in the criminal case, a civil suit found him liable. O.J., however, floundered in the public eye for some time after this, even offering up a book titled, If I Did It, Confessions of the Killer. Simpson found himself back in legal trouble in 2007 when he was convicted of armed robbery in Las Vegas. This second fall from grace prior to his passing cemented him as one of the most disgraced public figures in history. Which celebrity were you surprised to see derail their career on more than one occasion? Let us know in the comments down below.
What the